Alright, we got Terrence Crawford versus Eucharist Gamboa. This fight is pretty much right around the corner. I really can't wait for this fight, man. This fight is so intriguing. It's pretty much a damn near 50-50 fight. It's a toss-up. It's really a pick 'em fight because both these guys have about the same, pretty much the same amount of professional experience. Obviously, Gamboa has the way better amateur experience, being Olympic gold medalist and all that good stuff. I believe both these guys have about the same amount of wins, same amount of knockouts. I think they're pretty much on the same level. Um, I can't really say that any of them has fought any really like strong, any B class fighters. Looking at this fight, pretty much these guys pretty much really have same amount of attributes. Um, if it's not the same, it's pretty much damn near close. I think both of their speed is pretty good. I have to give the edge on footwork to Gamboa. In the power department, it's pretty much very debatable. They both have pretty good pop on their punches. Both have respectable power. It's very interesting, man. It's very interesting. I just got done watching the weigh-in. They both look in incredible shape, and this fight's going down. But with all that being said, I kind of want to break down real quick what both these fighters got to do, in my opinion. All right, so knowing that Gamboa, he's a smaller man in this fight. He's shorter. He's got a shorter reach. Pretty much being that Crawford's going to have the hometown advantage, Gamboa has to press the action from the very beginning of the first round. I don't think, not even really, he can't even really afford a feel out round. He's going to have to take every round to his advantage, or try to use every round the best that he can. Because being that, if this is a close fight and it goes to the scorecards, they're not going to give it to Gamboa. So Gamboa has to press the action early. He has to press it like none other, man. This is his chance to shine. So pretty much what he's going to have to do, he's really going to have to work a jab to get into the inside of this cat. And he's really going to have to make this an inside fighting game the whole entire night, knowing that, Crawford is a very good boxer, and I believe that his game plan or his objective is going to stay on the outside the whole entire night and try to keep this fight at a distance and keep it behind the jab. If Gamboa gets close, I feel that he's going to have to try to hold, clinch when the times are necessary and use proper body work. Now, the one thing I do notice about Crawford is that when he throws his hooks are very wide. Even his short hooks and even his mid-range hooks, they're still very wide. They're not really so fast. I noticed that his short hooks are kind of like really slow, but his faster hooks, his right hook is very, very wide, man. And if Gamboa can capitalize on that, if he could duck under that hook and come up with a very strong hook of his own, that will be his bread and butter right there. That could end it. That can make the night very quick. A short night for Terrence Crawford. So, like I said, Gamboa needs to take this to the inside fighting game. He needs to make this a rough and tough fight for Crawford. He needs to keep breaking his rhythm constantly, over and over again. He really needs to mix up his punches. He needs to mix it up to where, keep going to the body, keep going to the head. He needs to really just keep Crawford guessing, man. Don't let this dude get into a rhythm, and he really needs to keep a high volume if he wants to have a very good shot of winning this fight. But honestly, man, to tell you the truth, I'm not even going to be upset if the fight is close and they give it to Crawford, man, because Gamboa knows. I mean, even in general, man, anytime you go into somebody's backyard, you have to knock the dude out. Period. You can't let it go to the scorecards with the judges, because these judges, man, nowadays, you don't know what the hell they be seeing. Judges be, judging fights way differently than expected. And, especially when one fighter has a hometown advantage, you have to knock the dude out. And when you dominate the fight, it has to be like a clear-cut domination, man. I mean, it literally has to be pretty much identical to a Mayweather versus Marquez, where every shot your opponent throws, you make him look stupid. Every shot you have has a high accuracy rate. I mean, nothing can't be close, man. So, going from the opening bell, I feel that Gamboa is going to have a lot of work, man. He's going to have a lot of work to do, but it's not impossible, but he's really just going to have to press the action, man. But being that this fight is close on paper as it is, I'm going to have to give the edge to Terrence Crawford in this fight. I think Terrence Crawford is going to win a very close decision in this fight, somewhere around 116, 112 to around 115, 113. I do think that Gamboa is going to hit him with some very good shots. The one interesting thing I would like to see is how Crawford is going to react once he gets hit with a very good shot. I think actually Gamboa has a better chin than Crawford. So, like I said, the best opportunity for Gamboa is to catch Crawford when he's throwing his hooks wide. I think that's going to be the golden ticket right there. If he throws his hooks wide, which I think he is at some points in the fight, and if he catches them, then I think he might be able to knock him out. You know what I'm saying? I think that's his best bet right there. But if it goes to the scorecards, it's gonna be Crawford. That's how I see this fight going down. As far as Gamboa goes, because I know Terrence Crawford has been a little more active lately. He just had that big win. Beating Ricky Burns in Scotland. It was a pretty good performance by him. I'm not even going to be upset if Gamboa loses, to tell you the truth. The only thing I really want to see from Gamboa is that I want to see him have a really good showing. And I feel that he really needs it in this fight. Even if he loses, I feel that Gamboa has to really look like, I want him to look good in this fight, because I noticed when Gamboa was active in his younger days, like 2007, around there, 2008, he was more active and he was kicking ass. But then, later as his career progressed, he's been fighting like, one time a year lately and shit like that. I don't want to really say it's ring rust, but I mean, it could be some form of ring rust, but he doesn't look the same when he's not fighting, more actively. So going forward, I hope that Gamboa, starts fighting at least 2 to 3 times a year from this point on, and not, one time a year. The dude still has a lot of talent. I still think he go really far in the sport. Even if Gamboa has a very good showing in this fight and he loses, I'll still be proud of the dude. But I just hope that 50 Cent takes this dude more serious with his career, and he lets this dude fight more often. That's what I really hope. That's what I really want to see out of Gamboa in this fight. But with all that being said, I think this is going to be an excellent fight. I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait. But yeah, I got Terrence Crawford winning a very close decision. You guys drop your comments and let me know what you think. And I'll catch you on the post-fight video. Peace out.